In today's video, I am going to show you exactly how to use the Smart Sharpen filter in Adobe Photoshop to bring out crisp details and professional clarity in your images. If you have ever felt that your photos look a little bit soft or blurry, this specific filter is the most advanced and flexible way to fix that. Unlike the standard Sharpen tools, Smart Sharpen gives you surgical control over how the edges in your image are defined. This method is used by professional retouchers to ensure that every pixel looks its best, without adding unwanted grain or artifacts. If this video helps you master your editing workflow, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more deep dive tutorials. Alright, let's get started. First, open your image in Photoshop. Before we apply the filter, it is highly recommended to convert your layer into a smart object. To do this, simply right-click on your image layer in the Layers panel and select Convert to Smart Object. This is a crucial step because it allows you to go back and adjust your sharpening settings at any time without permanently changing your original image. Once your layer is ready, navigate to the top menu bar, click on Filter, go down to Sharpen, and then select Smart Sharpen. This will open up the main dialog box where the magic happens. Now, let's explain the key settings so you know exactly what each slider does. The first one is Amount. This controls how strong the sharpening effect is. For most standard photos, you will want to stay within the 80 to 150% range. If you go too high, your photo might start to look crunchy or unnatural. Next is Radius. This determines how many pixels around the edges are impacted by the sharpening. Small values like 0.5 are great for fine details, while a higher radius of around 2.0 pixels is better for larger subjects. Then we have Reduce Noise. This is a lifesaver because sharpening can often make grain or digital noise look worse. Setting this between 10 and 30% helps keep your image smooth while the edges stay sharp. Moving on, we need to look at the Remove options. This tells Photoshop what type of blur it should be correcting for. Gaussian blur is the most common choice for general sharpening. However, if you are looking for the highest quality results for professional photography, I suggest selecting Lens Blur as it reduces halos. If your image is blurry because the camera moved, select Motion Blur and adjust the angle slider to match the direction of the shake. To make sure you are getting the right results, always use the preview window. You can click and drag inside the small preview box to inspect different parts of the image, like the eyes in a portrait or the texture in a landscape. If you want more control, click the Advanced button to access the Shadow and Highlight tabs. This allows you to use the Fade Amount slider to reduce sharpening in the very dark or very light areas of your photo, which prevents harsh artifacts from appearing. This is especially useful for portraits where over-sharpening skin can look unnatural. Once you are happy with the preview, click OK to apply the changes. Because we used a smart object, you can see the filter listed under your layer, ready to be tweaked whenever you need. And that is it. You have successfully mastered the Smart Sharpen filter. If this video helped you, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.